And some names I probably don't know about when the boys may have been upset with me, and that's okay. But most recently, over the last few years, when John and I became the closest, his name for me was my Jenny. His Jenny, and I wonder if he knew just how right he was. You see, from the moment I met him, I was indeed his, just like many of us probably were. He was so darn lovable, even when being a giant pain in the butt, and extremely whiny like he could be. And God, he could be relentlessly pushy, but happily annoying. But those are good memories too. Besides that, he was also one of the most gentle, amiable souls with a good heart and such an expansive mind that you just wanted to give him everything that you had. And now I could never have the unique, inexplicable biological bond that a parent could have biologically. I sure fell in love with him from the moment I met him. And I loved him with my whole heart from day one. And blood never really mattered with us, just love and bonds. I was fortunate to be able to be there for some of the parental things, like being a nag for homework and being his personal chauffeur before he could drive. My personal favorite, giving haircuts, and hopefully providing proper discipline and maybe some comfort. I was there to be able to watch him grow and to feel proud. Being able to have done those things was great. And I would never have had those things in my life without my boys. He was my family. So yes, I was his step-parent. But I was also, as he recently made sure to tell me, his friend, a much older and less cool friend, of course. But that was his word, not mine, a friend, but that he was. Maybe because I gave him hell when he needed it, and maybe because I laughed with him too, every chance I could get. And maybe it was just because I tried to understand him, and we had many talks. I don't know, but for whatever reason, he called me that. And we did talk. We talked often. So friend Jenny heard his music and about his music, whether I wanted to or not, about his girlfriends and breakups, his heartaches and hookups. Sometimes he shared way too much information with me, and sometimes it was way too late at night, but that was okay too. I also heard about all of you, all of his friends, so I took every conversation he was willing to give me. And I tried my best to remember every name and every story. You obviously meant so much to him, and he believed so strongly in relationships and special occasions. And he sure did live. Perhaps several lifetimes, just compressed. I suppose my point is that I almost feel like I've had two losses, a friend and a son. But I feel lucky to have been able to have any memories of him at all, and I have many to keep with me. John's passing is the most painful thing that I've ever had to feel to this point. And I don't know about you, but for some time I've tried to push away some of those memories just because they were too painful. His pictures everywhere, every song I heard, I'd say or see something and it made me think of him, and it just hurt too much. But I came to realize that I want him everywhere, and I want to remember him and carry him with me always, as long as I'm breathing, and as long as the seasons continue to pass. So in every snow that I see, I'll see his beauty, and in each rain, I'll feel his sensitivity. With the wind, I'll hear his voice and unique laughter. And when the sun does shine again for me, his warmth and smile will be there. As long as we hold memories of him in our minds and love for him in our hearts, then he lives on Robert Frost said, Earth's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold, her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. So dawn goes down today, and nothing gold can stay. And John was that. John was golden. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny.
Beautifully said, Jenny. Thank you. And thanks again to everyone for being here. In lieu of speaking and sharing my perspective on my brother today, which I decided I will do at the memorial on the 22nd in North Carolina, I would like to read a couple of letters from some of John's school students who attended school with him for Set Country Day in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Now, they couldn't be here, but they had some wonderful things to say, so I'd like to share that with you now, if you'll bear with me. So this is a letter from John's infamous car buddy, AJ Ryder, for Set Country Day. Dearest John, I never imagined the day I would have to be writing something like this. I remember the first time I met you. In what seems like an age ago, your intelligence, wit, and humor permeated through one of the most difficult times. I'll never forget all those video chats, joking around, planning stuff, and so many other things. I may not have known you as much or as well as the people you grew up with or went to school with or worked with, but we shared a lot. Above all was our shared love of our cars. AJ with his Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Evo, and John with his customized Subaru WRX. This isn't written in here, but they were always talking about upgrades and always in the know with the up and coming things for the vehicles. So anyway, he goes on to say, I wish I had told you what a goofball you are, but I think we were both trying to vie for the same title. Not having any siblings, I can only imagine what having a brother might be like. You will never be forgotten, brother. AJ, or AJ Godin. This is from John's classmate Todd Nelson for Set Country Day. It's a bit longer. Dear John, or should I call you what we called you then, Ferg. Dear Ferg, we haven't spoken in a long time, probably since the end of high school, but I want you to know that you meant so much to me. Do you remember when we met for the first time? You were the new Canadian kid in a hoity-toity private school full of wasps. Initially, everyone, especially Harper Wilson, laughed at the way that you said a boot. You and me were just a little bit off. Me Jewish, you Canadian. If there's one thing we built a friendship on, besides our mutual nerdy love of science, it was just being a little bit different from everyone else. Do you remember when we used to ride our bikes in Millhaven and Glenridge? How we zoomed up and down the hills?